Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, September 3rd. We're going to window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So, yesterday we gapped low and spent the whole day going up. Today we gapped higher. And then after C&D, spent a good part of the afternoon pushing. Filled the gap in ES. NQ held theirs. Only for Mo to just absolutely rip apart whoever was short for 2 hours in IJ, K, and L. And I don't understand how people don't sense that when you're not getting any distance. For goodness sakes, ES was a stone's throw away from the overnight low and couldn't get it for 2 hours. So if you didn't have a stop right above J and K's high, well, shame on you, as they just ripped them apart. Righty goes out with a 9-wide point of control. There, a 2-day balance, I would call them. ES goes out with a 10-wide POC, an afternoon rally high in F, 2-day balance, I would call it, right? Tuesday, Wednesday. And ES goes out with a 10-wide POC, and that's it, as they took out their afternoon rally high late in M period. Good volume again for triple Qs. Got almost 53 million, so 8 million above average. SPY's at 66, so they're about 3 million below average. So it's been interesting how Qs have been doing some decent volume. NQ leaves a bit of an island bottom gap. They filled yesterday's gap and held today, so they're leaving Tuesday all by itself on a little island. ES did not, as we filled today's gap. Today I did nothing in A period because it was nothing but massive chop. And that's patience, right? And then took full advantage of B period, as I got A's high, ebb and flow long, overnight high. So nailed them in B. C period, nailed them to get the IB high and ebb and flow trades. And then I even took a long to get ES's overnight high in C period. So B and C were very nice. D period, it took some longs. We had some single prints. We tried to go trend up, failed. And then we tried to go trend down, failed. Okay? So nobody held trends either way. I did take a loss in D period and NQ when they filled the single prints. Thought we'd get a bounce off it. We did not. Lost about 20 on that. G period, I took a long, did okay on that. I thought that would be an afternoon pullback low. Now, it wasn't, obviously, but I made money on it. I did take one other loss in I because I thought against G's low it would hold. Not against G's low, against the IB low. We ended up getting both IBs in ES and in NQ. I thought maybe we would hold it in NQ. It took it out. I got out for a loss. And then in J period, I had my only short of the day against single prints, did okay. And then I took a long in K against the overnight POC, which I made on. I didn't do anything in L or M period. So it was a good day overall, especially B and C. And again, those are my most important ones. That's my personal account. Okay, when I do well in the personal account and I shut it down, again, I'm trying to obviously making money on the prop accounts. You know, it's real money, so I want to make money. But a lot of times the opportunities are nowhere near the same as early in the day for our staple plays that we talk about. Okay? Chart-wise. So some things changed. So the monthly is still very healthy in ES. The weekly is balance, right? It's right now, I would say, I would call it a 3-week balance. The last 3 weeks. Last week's high is the high of it. The previous week's low is the low of it. Now, again, you can incorporate the week before that because it's all in there. So you want to call it a 4-week balance, that's fine, but that's your high and low. Okay? The daily is balance, right? It's a 2-day balance. We take out today's high, we're up. We take out yesterday's low, we'll be down. Now, again, the 20-day moving average, we closed above it by $2, but one day, to me, doesn't mean anything. And in NQ and triple Qs, again, it's a 2-day balance. Gap is our main focus. They're below the 20-day moving average by about $2. And their weekly Remember, just stretch the weekly balance low. So it's a 4-week balance. Hope you had a good day trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we will speak prior to the opening tomorrow.